I'm Josh Light with PoliticIt.com. I'm here in Twin Falls, Idaho for the Republican Convention. I'm here with Nathan.
Lathen Sonnenberg.
Lathen Sonnenberg. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. So tell us about the issues you're concerned about in this race.
Well, I think that it's a very important thing to take a look at not only our interventionist type policy in foreign war, the idea that at this point in time it seems that the Constitution is sort of referred to rather than the rule of law. And I think that affects everybody in the United States. And as a young high school kid, I had the opportunity to study the Constitution, so I can tell you that really what we see on a daily basis in politics is a generalization, not the rule. So that's kind of what I'm here for.
And do you think the politicians here are sticking to the Constitution in the Republican Party?
Some yes, some no.
And are you using social media? Are you part of Facebook or Twitter?
I am on Facebook. I don't have any smartphones or anything like that. So everything I do is off the computer, and I pay attention to a lot of different sites. Basically, your mainstream media, Associated Press, even sites like the Daily Poll, which is a very interesting site. Sometimes I think they have good stuff on there, and sometimes not so good.
And how do you learn about politicians here in Idaho?
Dig. That's the best thing I can tell you is you really got to dig, because there are politicians that are running for Congress that I've never even heard of, from my county of Latah, and then there's politicians up there that are running for Congress that the entire state's heard of, and then vice versa. You hear somebody up there that you don't hear down here, and so I think it sort of comes down to where you're at the time that they're around.
And who are you going to vote for, if you don't mind us asking?
Well, my vote would definitely be for Ron Paul, just because I think that if we don't see some change in the direction the United States is going in the next 4 years, then the United States will become solvent, and we will not have a United States as we have grown up and become accustomed to.
And what do you think of Rand Paul's endorsement recently with Mitt Romney?
I think that it was a very calculated move. If you look at the pros and the cons, you see that if, say, for example, he didn't support Romney, Obama wins for a second term, and then in the then next election cycle, when it's possible to have a Republican candidate, the Republicans say, well, he's not in good standing, he didn't support the last candidate. So so that would definitely be a con of not supporting him. Now, if he does support him and Romney wins the nomination, then there could be some future political spot for him. I don't necessarily agree with all of his ideologies, but I personally think you should stick to your laurels, and no matter what the consequences are. But some people don't politic that way.
So do you think that Ron Paul lost some of his supporters? Do you think some of them are going to go to Gary Johnson because of his son's endorsement?
Actually, I would say yes. It's not just I think. From all the blogs that I've been reading and some of the research I've done, there are a lot of disenfranchised Ron Paul supporters that have, as somebody once said a few days ago, taken their ball and gone home, rather than, my opinion is, they should take their ball and play with it. So anyway.
Well, thanks for meeting with us today.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.